Hey, it's Morella Manelli, and today I'm going to show you how to do a quick highlight on curly hair to accentuate that natural texture for a pop of color using all Kendra color, so stay tuned and check it out. This is my model Kendra, and as you can see, she has a lot of density and lots of curl and texture. And she does have some previous highlights with a Demi permanent glaze. And what she's really looking for is something that's going to be easy to maintain, but also give her a nice pop of color. So that way her highlights don't get lost in all of this hair. So in order to achieve that, I'm going to go ahead and section her hair first, and I'm just using zigzag partings from the apex all the way down to behind the ear. And then for the front section, I'm then going to divide it one more time by doing 2 zigzag partings, starting from the arch of the eyebrow all the way back to that apex, creating 3 triangles in the front. What these zigzag partings are going to do is add additional dimension as well as diffusion on where the highlights meet in each of the sections. And then for the very back section, I'm then going to do one more triangle using the parietal ridge as my starting point and then bringing that all the way down. This V section in the back is actually going to create a nice seamless blend when those highlights fall right in the back, especially if your client has lots of layers. For the remaining hair, I'm just putting this in a singular braid so that way it gives me a nice clean working space and it's just out of my way as I start to apply her highlights. For this project, I'm going to be mixing up 2 different formulas. So for her highlights, I'm mixing up Simply Blonde Blue Powder Lightener at a 1:2 mixing ratio with 20 volume developer. And then for the color that we're going to be utilizing for our color melt in the highlights, as well as the color that's going to go between the foils, I'm mixing up Demi Permanent 6N equal parts to 6G, and then just a little bit of 8 Violet Metallic just to cool down that base and add a little bit of a bronzy finish to it. To get started, I'm going to start with that back section, and then I'm just going to take a slice from the exterior of that V section, and what I'm going to do is add in a really chunky highlight. So it's really important when you create highlights for curly hair that if you want them to be visible and have that pop of color, you need them to be rather large highlights. The thinner they are, the more lost they get into the curl and the more blended effect you're gonna get. So the way I'm putting in her highlights is I still want a pretty natural rooted effect since she wants something a little bit more low maintenance. So I'm applying that Demi color right onto her root, and this is gonna allow me to create almost a color melt effect. So it's gonna give me that gradual progression from her base color, which is pretty similar to her natural color, which is a 6N, and then I'm going to blend that right into my lightener formula. You can see here I'm doubling up on my foils so that way I can make sure I thoroughly saturate each of these foils. And in order for me to have the maximum control and be able to check these later, I'm just folding down that bottom flap and then flat wrapping these highlights. I do the same thing to the other side of this section. So there's going to be 2 diagonal sections on the back, and then I proceed to continue on with diagonal sections right along through the back, but making sure that these highlights are rather chunky, still taking that Demi permanent color right onto the base and then blending that right into my lightener formula. A little tip here is to apply your lightener a few inches below and then go ahead and stroke that right on up. As you can see here, there is a little bit of blonde that I don't want to apply any more lightener to, so I'm actually going to isolate that and push that to the side. And you want to just make sure you have some conditioner handy so you can apply that conditioner right onto the foil so the hair sticks, but you're not actually applying any lightener to the hair whatsoever, so we can make sure we're always keeping the integrity of her hair in mind when applying color. For the back section, I applied maximum about 4 or 5 foils tops, and then I'm gonna move on to that front section where we're gonna add in some depth and then continue on with the same highlight pattern. For the front 2 sides, I'm going to apply that Demi formula right onto the hairline by utilizing inch-wide diagonal back sections. What this is gonna do is add a little bit of extra depth, creating more of a frame around her face. So since her hair is curly and she wants to wear it more natural, this is just gonna add to that extra dimension because we need that background there in order for those highlights to pop. Now to start off with my first highlight section, I'm just brushing that hair right on back and then weaving out those really thick chunky pieces towards me so I have a nice clean working space. Still applying that Demi formula right onto the new growth there, and then we're gonna blend that right into my lightener formula. So right here you can choose if you want to have more depth or if you want that lightener to go up a little bit higher since we're working in the front, but totally up to you. But I decided to bring it up just a little higher since I want that added brightness around the face. I continue on with diagonal back sections all the way through this entire triangular section on the side of the head until all of the hair is complete. And what you'll find is that you'll be left with a little patch of natural hair towards the top, which is totally normal. That way those highlights aren't meeting in the center and creating the starburst effect. That's not what we want. This is really to go in and create lots of dimension, bold pieces of curly highlights that are visible in the interior of this style. Because my model wanted a little bit of extra pop of blonde right in the front, I decided to go in with back-to-back baby lights, and I left out the Demi formula for the roots just because it was just going to be such a tiny little shadow root. I thought it was going to be completely irrelevant, and she just really wanted this a little bit more blonde. So I just brought that lightener down about an inch away from that new growth and then feathered it right on up, as far up as possible as I could go. Each of my sections are about an 1/8 inch wide, and a really quick tip is to continue to brush that hair away from the face and then bring those highlights towards you. So this just creates the best controlled working space possible, so you're not dealing with subsections or in between hair, especially since we're just putting these in back to back. As you can see, there are no subsections in between these 3 back-to-back highlights. And again, the reason for that is because we wanted a bright pop of blonde right in the front, which is super trendy right now. And then plus she wanted that extra pop of blonde, which is going to look really great with her curls once it's all styled. To continue on with this triangular section on the top, I'm taking inch-wide subsections and then highlighting in between those in the same way that I was in the back and on the side. So taking really nice, thick, chunky sections that are an 1/8 inch wide, and then putting in that Demi formula and blending that right into my lightener. Just remember that if you're working with previously lightened hair, to utilize that conditioner formula on those highlighted pieces, so that way we're not over-compromising and not doing too much overlap to those previously highlighted pieces. So again, the best way to tackle this is to double up on those foils, so that way we don't have any overlap when we're folding the foil as well. I'm going to continue to go in with these horizontal sections until the entire section is complete, leaving out the very tip of the triangle, so that way when you're completely done putting in your highlights in these 3 front sections, you should be left with a little bit of hair right on the apex that's not highlighted. Once all of your foils are completely in, now you can go in with your Demi permanent hair color, and I'm applying the same color that we used on the new growth in those highlights. So that's a 6N, 6G, and 8VM in Demi permanent with 9 vol, and thoroughly saturating from roots to ends. So this is gonna do a couple things. This is gonna richen up her natural level 6 base, and this is also gonna help cover up some of her old highlights and just give me a nice background to have, so that way those highlights that we just put in are really gonna pop because we're putting in that background right behind them. Once you get this color on, then you're gonna put your timer on for about 20 minutes, and then just to double check your foils to make sure that you get her to the level of lightness that you want. For Kendra, we're really looking to pull her to a nice solid level 9. So I was able to achieve that after just 20 minutes and then go in with her final glaze. So I decided to mix up equal parts of 9GB, which is a gold beige tone, and added in that Beige Rapid toner with 2 parts of my 9 volume developer to create my toner. After thoroughly shampooing Kendra's hair, I went in with my toner right onto the roots first, but as you can see, I left that front piece out because that's the last section I want to apply to. And the reason is because typically it grabs a little bit more quicker than the rest of the hair, but also we want that to be the lightest version of this toner. So the reason too I'm going in right at that root is you can see I'm tapping that toner in right where that line meets that we blended the Demi into the lightener, so that way it can go ahead and start processing and depositing. I then went in and applied the rest of my Demi permanent color through the mids and ends and made sure to thoroughly saturate. And then once I got that product in, I started my timer for 15 minutes. And then I went in and applied right onto that front section and finished processing for the last 7 minutes. For Kendra's style, I'm using Kenra Curl Defining Cream, and I'm actually going to be using a generous amount of this product throughout her hair. So I'm using 1 pump per section, and you can see that I'm really making sure to get it on from roots to ends, and you can even use a wet brush to get the product nice and evenly saturated throughout, and even section and really use your fingers to rake the product through. What I love about Curl Defining Cream is even though it has a light hold, it actually works as a great leave-in conditioner for this texture of hair. Next, I'm going to add in Kenra Platinum Formation Mousse, and I'm also going to use a generous amount of this product as well. And what you see here is I had Kendra lean all the way back so her head is resting on the back of the chair, and I'm just layering this mousse on the surface of her style and then just kind of scrunching the rest of it in and preparing it for the blow dry portion, which we're going to go in and use a diffuser. A little tip when diffusing the hair with a diffuser, make sure your dryer is on high heat but low blow, and don't bounce the dryer around too much. What I like to do is just allow the fingers in the diffuser to do the job for you and scoop up the bottom of the hair and then push it all the way up, and then even count to 10 or 15 and then move on to another section. What this is going to do is not disrupt the curl pattern, and it will dry nice and frizz free. And here's the final result on how to highlight curly hair to accentuate that natural texture for a pop of color using all Kenra color. So just to recap, we went in with Simply Blonde Blue Powder Lightener at a 1:2 mixing ratio with 20 volume developer, and then utilized Kenra Demi Permanent of 6N 6G with a little bit of 8VM 1:2 mixing ratio with 9 vol, and applied that to the base and feathered that right into that lightener formula. And once all of the foils were put in place, we took that same Demi Permanent formula and applied it in between her foils and then processed her for 20 minutes. And for her final glaze, we went in with Beige Rapid Toner, equal parts to 9GB, 1:2 mixing ratio with 9 volume developer, and applied that formula onto damp hair and processed it for 15 minutes. And for her final style, we used Curl Defining Cream onto damp hair, and then just to add a little bit of extra hold before we went in with a diffuser, we used Formation Mousse from the Signature Style collection. Now I really hoped you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to check out my other tutorials on my YouTube channel, and I hope to see you guys next time.